the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback checking off. They'll go right back to the run. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Steps away to find some room. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Off he goes! And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the move, it's Daniels. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! The AT unit on the field.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And These wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That's caught. It's Russo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
5 receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woolen. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll try the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Brown wants to pass. Makes his connection. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second.
Florida, 14. Auburn, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Fast motion from the offense. A jet sweep pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Russo. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Auburn! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good.
Florida, 14. Auburn, 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This offense has a second down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Morton. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now adjusting. He fires it out to the right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Snap it to the back. Smashes through. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
They're bringing heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if... And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Gators want to move quickly. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just ran over it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the run, now to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He made the catch past the mark. He's also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
A run for the quarterback. Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Trying to get to it. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he hurls it in inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. He's going to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. Play on that one.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Brown will throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. And that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Give to the running back. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the flag. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll start this drive firing. Time to take a shot. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away.
14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get yards.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. He turns that loose down the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 28, Auburn 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. And into the end zone. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be...
Afterburners coming. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fair catch, called for and made. Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give as they work on that clock. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Morton. Right on target this time. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It's 1st down from the 11. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Bust through behind his pad. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the 4th quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home. And come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Brown will throw it. Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're...
Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to... Oh, he wants it all. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message